So, in some previous video, I mentioned that I had a video prepped, but I chose not to upload it due to some issues on Twitch that just randomly happened around the same time. It just felt wrong to upload it. And if I'm ever unsure if I should upload something, I probably won't. Maybe I'll try to figure out a way to make it uploadable, but in this case there wasn't much I could do. Just can't just remove the mic audio and fix my issue with uploading something like this, unfortunately. So I decided to remake the video, as much of what I talked about in that video has been covered in other videos, and also the first version kinda doubled as a mic test video, which I no longer really need to do, as I believe the current audio quality is the best I can achieve. Like this is as good as it'll ever get, unless I spend thousands of dollars on a mic and maybe double that on one of those boxes with the sliders and the switches and the knobs and so on. And I also probably should hire someone to teach me how to do this stuff, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Now, as I don't hear anything more about the Twitch thing, and by the way, yes, it was the apocalypse thing, I figured it either had been fixed, or I don't know if it ever will. And I'll be an old man by the time it's fixed, which would cause some issues. So, I don't really want to do this, but I've been told to be more selfish, so let's try. Let's see if I can forgive myself. Let's pretend. I'm just going to pretend that I have any viewers. I wouldn't know, as I don't really check those. You may have noticed that I don't tell people to do things like and press the subscribe button. I'm supposed to. From what I understand, that's what makes YouTube Senpai notice me. And makes YouTube-kun more likely to think that I'm cool. And, you know, introduce me to their friends. I am of the belief that people will do those things if they find the video worthy of that. And therefore, I'd rather not waste time on saying it in every video. But recently, I realized something. By the time this gets uploaded, probably, I'll be 35 years old. 35 more or less wasted years. Born in a poor family, out in the countryside in Norway. Very few people are worth less than my kind. Like 35 years in Norway, and I haven't even been to Sweden. If I could travel like the crow flies, it's like an hour's drive or something like that. Maybe even less than that, I'm not really sure. But I would like to sort of try to fix that. You know, experience a little bit in life. You know, like when I go 6 feet under, I wanted this to have meant something, I guess. But as long as I live in Norway, that ain't happening. First off, my body doesn't really deal with the cold. It basically declares, I would rather not get this video shadow banned by YouTube. On the screen, there's a simple puzzle. You can probably figure it out. Yeah, I eat painkillers like a kid eats candy on Halloween. I do not want to know what my liver looks like at this point. Winter in Norway is quite long and quite cold, even though this winter has been quite decent. I don't think we've passed like negative 25 Celsius where I live yet. It's what is it now? Negative 14 according to my thing. It's been quite decent. I mean, it's not really safe yet. It's not really safe until like late April, even though I have seen snow in May. You know, those who claim that global warming isn't a thing. Now, I lived in Norway for 35 years and never seen heat degrees in January before this year. But yeah, there's that. And also, you know, shall we say, powerful sources works against my kind in this country. So I'm gonna have to leave Norway. Now, there's ways I can do that. I can talk to this company and they may be able to help. Make sure everything's in order. Maybe hook me up with a job. Because I'll be needing a job. As I will most likely lose the financial support thing that I'm on now. Highly doubt they're willing to pay me when I don't live in the country anymore. But I have some issues. Talked about them a lot, but you know, one of them is well, basically crippling social anxiety, and I can't just take any job, which causes problems and makes things quite uncertain. Now, if I could get to a point where I could make a living wage off YouTube, that may solve that issue. To a point anyways. There's the constant threat of some big content creators saying or doing something dumb that causes advertisers to run for the hills again. Maybe that's what the premium thing is for. You know, soften that a little bit. I don't know. But to get there, I first need an audience. But for YouTube to wanna show me that potential audience, I need a minimum amount of watch minutes. Which means I need YouTube Senpai to notice me. It's a circle. I don't have the head to solve that math problem. I was okay at math. At best. Maybe that's the problem. So here's my plan. I'm gonna have to suck it up and ask that you take the seconds required to press either of the two thumbs buttons. I don't want to abuse it, so if you like it, you can press up. If you don't, down, you know, as intended. Subscribe if you feel like it. Like I said, it takes a couple of seconds. Last I checked, it was completely free. Does not mean that you're signing a contract forcing you to deal with my nonsense if you don't feel like it that day. But I would appreciate if you would come back at some point, even if you don't really want to pay attention to the video. You know, background noise is great sometimes, you know, while doing boring or repetitive things like dailies or XP farming or whatever. Pretty sure that's mostly what I use YouTube for these days. My god, there's a lot of crap. You may think that it might offend me. That is just background noise. It isn't. I upload videos to help myself, and if that helps you somehow, I feel that's a fair trade. I don't need to be the center of your attention. I'm the lesser child. I've always been the one that's just sort of there. It's completely fine. Now, I mentioned fair trades earlier, so I would like to try to give something back. You know, I've been racking my brain to find some way to make my channel worth your time. But I realized that I'm asking the wrong person, because I should be asking you. Again, we're operating under the delusion that anyone will watch this video. As of this recording, I upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays, with a potential video on Saturdays. In the beginning, I made 3 videos a week, and I kinda hit a brick wall. So, I kinda cut down a little bit. But there's only so much complaining I can do. And I don't want too much negativity. Is there things I could talk about? Sure. I really had to fight back the urge to talk about a certain content creator and charity scams. If you know, you know. But drama and grossness, I didn't want to deal with it. So for Saturdays, I figured I could try to, how do I put this?
Let's do all the things that you want to do.
Sure, I can party with that. In the comments of this video, I guess, as a start, you could let me know what you want to see. I would like to move the suggestions to future videos in that, I guess, series, you know, as we go. But as of now, you can use the comments on this video, I guess. I'm not promising that everything will happen, because, you know, crazy people jumping out of windows and or doxing myself doesn't sound like a very good idea. Things like be funny, I don't think I have that in me, but all ideas will be considered and some will be attempted. Does that sound fair? I don't know. I don't know your life. It's one of those help me, help you, help me sort of situations. It might come back and bite me in the rear. Yes, I'm trying to keep my potty mouth in check, as YouTube shadow banning this video would sort of defeat the purpose of me making this video in the first place. But I think it's the most fair way of doing things. I'm trying to give you control of one day. Maybe expand if I find out that, yeah, this is easy and I'm not spending hours editing it. I could just start doing random things on Saturdays, but I don't know where to start. Anyways, hopefully we can get something going. I'm not getting younger. I should have started years ago. But I had a tyrant with an iron grip, controlling my life with mental abuse. A booze. Sure. I only kind of recently snapped and told her to go suck a fish. Thanks for watching.